What's up guys, Blake here from GuideToVaping.com, and today I'm going to be doing yet another review, and this time it is the Vape Forward Vapor Flask Classic by Wismec.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition, liftoff.
So guys, in this review, there is a long story to me actually getting this Vapor Flask Classic, and even though I'm a reviewer and receive many devices each week, it was a struggle to get this Vapor Flask Classic. Since I'm sent so many of these devices for free, I don't really crave too many of them nowadays. I remember back when I first started vaping, I wanted a mod so bad, but they were so expensive. And now that I have so many, they almost feel like they're kind of the same. So with that being said, I don't really crave too many devices. I don't yearn for them, or at least not like I used to. However, as soon as I seen that the Vapor Flask Classic was being released by Wismec, I wanted to get my hands on it. Not only because it's a Vapor Flask and it's at a reasonable price from Wismec, but also because it's got a nice look to it. It offers 150 watts and it also has temperature control, which is very easy to get to. I enjoyed my Vapor Flask that I used to own back in the day, and I've wanted nothing more but to own another Vapor Flask device. However, these Vapor Flask devices haven't been super popular because they're very expensive. So anyways guys, during Vapor Slam 2, that is the only device I wanted. I only wanted the Vapor Flask Classic. I literally went up and down the aisles with me, Daniel Hall that writes for Guide to Vaping, his wife, his whole posse, and my wife as well. We searched up and down these aisles and finally we found the Vapor Flask Classic, so I managed to pick it up. Now I built up a lot of hype for this device, and after I purchased it, the hype immediately obviously went away. So the question is, was all that hype worth it? Did I really get the God device that I was thinking this was? And I'm going to answer that. But first guys, let's go ahead and dive down and take a closer look at the Vape Forward Vapor Flask Classic by Wismec. So alright guys, you are looking at the packaging for the Vape Forward Vapor Flask Classic by Wismec. Now as you can see, like most Wismec packaging, the packaging is very simple. There's really not much to it. All you get here is the Vape Forward name at the top. You have the Vape Forward logo, and then at the bottom it says Vapor Flask and then Classic, letting you know which version of Vapor Flask this is. Now if you just turn to one side, it just says vapeforward.com, the Vape Forward URL. And then we had the same URL on the opposite side. When you look at the bottom of the packaging, there is the VF logo for Vape Forward. And then at the top, it is no different, still the same VF logo. However, when you turn it around on its backside, you'll get the Vapor Flask logo again. And once again, sharing that this is the classic version, as well as giving you some information here. Now this little quick bit of information here is basically just letting you know all about the device, letting you know that it's a dual 18650 battery device. It has a maximum power of 150 watts and also lets you know that it's got temperature control and other features. Now when you look down a little bit more, it lets you know what is included in this box, which is the Vapor Flask Classic device, a USB cable, a user manual, and a warranty card. And just a little bit below that, it says keep out of reach of children, giving you a small warning. And then there is a sticker labeled here letting you know that this is the black Vapor Flask Classic. And then at the very bottom of this packaging, it says designed by Vape Forward in USA, but it's been manufactured by Wismec in China. And that collaboration is one of the great things about this device that you'll see. So let's go ahead and open up this packaging. The first thing you'll be greeted with is the Vapor Flask Classic device itself. So let's go ahead and pull that out. Now you'll need to pull up this foam piece, and then when you do that, you can see right here we have a little scratch check for authenticity, and then we also have the Vapor Flask Classic user manual. Now if you pull this little cardboard piece up, you'll be able to make your way to the micro USB cable. And now guys, we are looking at the Vapor Flask Classic, the device itself. Now, as you can see with this Vapor Flask, it is shaped just like a flask. And if you didn't know, this type of device, this design of a device has been very popular amongst the vaping community. And that is all due to the design of this device, the way it feels in your hand, and not to mention how unique it is compared to other devices on the market. So the first thing you might notice at the top of this Vapor Flask Classic, you have the VF logo here on the left, and then you have your 510 connection here on the right. Now, just to give you a little bit of information about these 510 threads, they are constructed of stainless steel, while the 510 pin you see here is gold plated and is spring loaded. Now, when you're looking at this Vapor Flask Classic, you'll notice on one side there is absolutely nothing. But if you turn to the opposite side, you'll notice that there is a line here, and this is what separates the device from the battery cover. So this whole back part here is the magnetic battery cover, which covers up the battery compartment where you can insert two 18650 batteries. Once you insert your batteries, all you have to do is put that back cover back on, and you're good to go. So as you've already noticed from watching this video, there's absolutely nothing on this side, while the other side is your control face. You have your signature Vapor Flask rounded firing button here, and two smaller ones that act as your adjustment buttons. In between those, we have an OLED screen, and then towards the bottom, we have a micro USB port. Now for this port can be used for charging the device, or it can be used for upgrading its firmware. And then looking at the bottom of this device, you can see that there are ventilation holes here and ventilation holes here. But then if you look even closer, you can see that there's the Vapor Flask name, Classic below it again, and then it also again says designed by Vape Forward in USA and manufactured by Wismec. And that's basically the sum of this device. Now I'll give you a little bit of information for its features. Now for those of you that are a little power hungry, you need that power in your device, the Vapor Flask Classic can give you that. The Classic allows you to go from 1 watt and all the way up to 150 watts, guys. And not only can it allow you to go up to 150 watts, but you can also fire down to 0.1 ohms when in wattage mode. Now, as you may already know, this device also allows you to use temperature control, which you can range from 200 degrees to 600 degrees. And it also has 3 modes using stainless steel, nickel 200, and titanium. And not to mention, when you're firing in temperature control mode, you can fire down to 0.05 ohms. Now, even though I would love to share more information about this device, there just really isn't much to say. It comes with all your basic features. It has temperature control like I mentioned, and it also has that 150 watts, which should be plenty enough for any of you out there. But other than its features, the main thing that you need to be looking at here is the design of this device itself. Alright guys, welcome back. You just seen the Vapor Flask Classic by Wismec. And I must say, and you will probably say as well, it is a very nice looking device. There's just something about the way the Vapor Flask Classic looks. There's something about the way that it actually feels in your hand. And believe me when I say this, when you own a Vapor Flask Classic, you feel like you've got a device that's valuable, something that's high end. So you're probably wondering why I got this Top Tank Mini up there. And you know how I am about that. So like I said before, the question is this device worth the hype that I gave it? And immediately after purchasing this device, the hype was gone. I had my week or two of a rush wanting a device, but as soon as I purchased it, it was just another device to me. However, that doesn't mean that I don't like it. Like I said, I love the way this device feels in my hand, and that was ultimately the reason why I wanted to buy it. Other than that, guys, it performs great. It performs just like maybe your RX 200. And being that this is a Wismec chip that's in here. So again, you're going to get the same type of performance, and you know the RX 200 performs well. So let me go ahead and throw off a few clouds, guys, and then we'll wrap this video up. So again, guys, I do have my Top Tank Mini here at the top of this device. I've got it on 39 watts. This is a 0.5 coil, as you know, that I use. And I'm using Circuit E-Liquid 70% VG, Amplify, which is at 3 milligrams. So let's see how it goes. Again, guys, it performs just like any other Wismec device. Alright guys, so that about wraps it up for this video. There's really not much to this Vapor Flask Classic. You know, it offers the 150 watts like I said, and it's got temperature control, basically your basics of a device nowadays. So guys, if you're wanting to pick up this Vapor Flask Classic, I will leave a link in the description below where you can get it. And as always guys, if you like this video, make sure you leave me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. So until next time guys, vape on.